There's no better feeling than a personal win, and the State Farm Personal Price Plan can help you do just that. Talk to a State Farm agent today to learn how you can bundle and save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
Everything you learned in history class was a lie. Well, maybe not everything, but they skipped the best parts. Introducing Stupiracy, where stupidity meets conspiracy. Ever heard of the Olympic marathon that nearly killed its runners? Or the time a pope put another pope's corpse on trial? Join me, Scott Rizzuto, and Tim McKernan as we uncover the most outrageous historical moments and mind-blowing conspiracies you won't believe actually happened. Tune into Stupiracy for your weekly dose of historical absurdity. Available wherever you get your podcasts. Remember, history is dumb, but laughing at it is smart.
And now, live from the TCL broadcast studios, it's Joe Souchere and Patrick Royce with Sports Talk.
He just walked by here about 30 seconds ago.
Well, by the way, Hondo the Magician is here. He will be on stage at 4 o'clock. He's going to make the rain disappear. It's going to be fantastic. This guy doesn't do little tricks. He does big tricks. And Joe's still signing over here. Well, that's it. Don't let the show interrupt you there, Joe. That's good. Nothing's changed.
Hey, maybe we should start the chant now, Patrick.
This is like Saturday mornings when Heard It on the Grapevine was in its 7th minute, and the mayor hadn't shown up yet.
Here I am.
The traditional 10:08 arrival time. It was fantastic. I got to tell you something. I got to tell you how good I feel. Do you hear what they're chanting out there towards you? One more fair.
One more fair. One more fair.
One more fair. I didn't get it too going.
2 days into this one. Why do I use a microphone?
I don't know.
This hat? Look at this hat.
Oh, what is it?
From my high school.
It's a Hill Murray
right,
hat.
Hill, with no Murray involved, just Hill, huh? All right, I got to tell you how, there's a lot of worry about security in this country, right?
Yep.
Going in and out of events, you never know what's going on.
I understand.
I feel very good about security here at the fair.
Yep.
Because I was walking in behind Marjorie today, and they thoroughly checked her bag and all her stuff. She's got the look of a potential terrorist to me, Marjorie. It could be a costume. Who knows? Maybe that's not really Marjorie.
Maybe that's not Marjorie.
No, hell no. Let's search Marjorie.
Please tell me they had a golf cart or something for her.
They were sending a golf cart from Twin Cities Live to pick her up. I don't know who she's doing today, but she's out here every day.
Well, see this white plastic chain material here that sort of creates the security boundary for this stage? Well, we had a kid earlier today. He was eating it. He was just chewing on it.
Really?
He's trying to break through. He's trying to break through.
A teether?
Yeah, no, he was about 5. He just wanted to taste that chain. It's that chain taster.
Well, that kid could have some issues.
And that was a father who wanted 4 name approvals, and they were all approved.
Mm-hmm. Downtown Minneapolis tonight, Joe.
Why would you get near it?
I have to cover the boxing.
Then you
the
have to
Armory.
Get near it.
Yeah, but we got however many thousands of people are going to show up at the Viking game. On the third game, they usually get a pretty good crowd because that's when you got a chance to actually see some players.
Is this known as the all-important third game?
All-important third game. Yep. So that one, when's that kickoff? 7, Reavers?
We're at 7 o'clock, sir.
7 o'clock, and the Armory boxing started at 4:30. Starting at 4:30 with some of the preliminary bouts, but then they got boxing there. They'll get 4,000 or 5,000 people there. That's 5 feet away from the stadium, and then down at the other end of town, you got the Twins playing and. The NCAA women's volleyball tournament is here.
Are you having a Royce-like gas attack?
I did, because I just ate a couple of...
It thrust you back?
I just ate a couple of forkfuls of that Mancini Italian sausage. Oof, it's got a little bite to it. Woo. And anyway, they have kind of their preview this weekend And there's some interest in Gopher volleyball for good reason, so they'll have a few thousand people at that, too, at Target Center. So
all right. So what you're saying is it's going to be crowded.
But I fooled them, see? Mm-hmm. I parked at Target Field underneath the train station.
All right.
Took the train out here, and I'm going to take the train back. So
I thought you swore off trains from your Chicago trip.
No, well, I don't mind this train.
Well, you make the rules.
You can't be. They're not going to stop in the middle of a field for 45 minutes to let a freight train get by on this train.
I have a question.
What?
Before Hubbard Broadcasting started providing the shuttle service,
yes.
How did we get here?
We parked in that little lot up here, remember that?
Yeah,
with everybody else, and prayed that somebody from Care 11 was leaving when we got there or something.
That's the time Rookie took me with the natural gas canister in the back of his car rattling around. I thought it was going to blow up. Say, the Twins beat the Fighting A's.
Yes, they did. It didn't look promising at the start, but Trevor Cahill, who's been one of their miracle pitchers, the Twins knocked him around. So they're only 5 games under 500. It seems like a lot more, doesn't it?
Yeah. 5 is as close as they've been.
Yeah, that's that's usually when they get. Today they got a tough matchup today. The left-hander Manea is pitching for them.
Now, I promised the GLers that the skies would clear, and they did. They're now gathering again. Now we're gathering again.
What is the forecast for this evening?
I believe that
Are we going to rain again?
Is it raining right now? It didn't rain between 1 and 3. Mm-hmm. Didn't rain between 1. Now it's raining.
Well, Hondo has guaranteed he's going to make it go away.
Well, he's a magician.
He is a magician.
Yeah.
If he can do this, he can do anything. But that sky over there looks foreboding.
I can't remember because I have weather mania. What was Dave's last forecast? I think he is calling for rain tonight.
That's a great question.
Yeah.
If the Twins get rained out tonight, they'll have to play the always popular day-night doubleheader tomorrow.
Just think if that new Vikings and combined Gopher football stadium was right there.
Yeah, it would be great.
That's where it should have been. Wouldn't that have been neat?
Yes, that's where it should have been. That's right. But the State Fair people, the group that runs this place, did not want to give up that much land. And
Somebody's getting a check.
I don't know if I could blame them.
Record attendance yesterday.
Yeah, well.
And I believe that, don't you?
Oh, yeah, it was huge.
Usually I don't believe it. Yesterday I had to believe it. 119,000 people. Now, I thought it would be more, to tell you the truth.
I heard at 6:30 p.m. that the lots were still full.
The other Ride with Royce producer and I were leaving the grounds at about 9:15 last night.
You have a tale to tell, but you'll tell it later,
yes,
right?
I
at
will.
5 o'clock hour.
I will.
You and Manny got up to mischief.
Hey, that's what you do on the opening day of the State Fair. I had to show Manny, the kind of the rounds that we take after the beer show. But when we left at 9:15, there were still a lot of people here last night.
What college football stadium holds 100,000 people? Michigan?
Michigan, Ohio State's almost there now. Tennessee.
Now think of the crowd that was here yesterday.
More than that.
It looked like 200,000 people, 300,000 people yesterday. In other words, the number of people here yesterday was only 19,000 more than would be at a Michigan football game.
And it's also they come in and out during the day. Yeah. You got to be a real sick individual to come out here at 10 in the morning and stay till 10 at night. You got to have some mental health issues if you do that.
Yeah. That'll happen.
Yeah, come out twice. It's not that expensive. Don't spend the whole day. You can't
I had
do
family members who did that.
Really?
Yeah. I got a call. They were on the same bus as Reavers, and they said, he doesn't see us, but we know it's him because he's talking loudly.
Yeah, that was me. I have a tendency to do that.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
My audio level goes up a bit.
And I texted back to her, just think he has to drive all the way to Chanhassen. And I said, he'll be just fine.
You know what today's food delight, in addition to the little snacks they brought back here, was? First time ever, I had a Spam burger from over here.
Really?
Split it with Kenny. It's only about this big and cost $7. I didn't know Spam was that expensive, but it's not bad. Although when I used to have Spam and eggs in the morning, I would fry it a little more crispy than they fry their Spam over here at the Spam burger.
Now, what state of the Union
features
Spam
Hawaii loves it for some reason.
Well, because I think it stems from the Warriors.
Oh, yeah, because they've sent it out there. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I wonder, did the hurricane hit Oahu?
I don't know. When you're at the fair, you tend to be unplugged.
It
from
hit
the
the Big
news.
Island, which already had the volcano, but I hope it didn't hit Oahu because Lieutenant Colonel Racy has a residence out there.
That's right.
On the 10th floor of a building.
One he can soon retire to.
Yeah, about a year and a half left.
Yeah. Why don't we take a break? We're live at the State Fair. We'll be back shortly. John Height News Experience, providing live bumper music for the ride with Royce. Oh, are you?
The ride?
Oh, no, you're done at 4, aren't you?
Yeah.
Boy, he panicked there, didn't he? Just panicked.
Vocals by Ingy. How about that? That would be fantastic, don't you think?
No, I don't. Hey, any update on the Northern Trust, the FedEx Cup?
Well, I don't know how Eldrick did. I saw him hit one T-ball yesterday. He hit it directly into the woods, like he always does.
Well,
he cannot hit the T-ball.
He finished even par, 5 shots off the lead.
Yes, and that's at a that Ridgewood. That's an old New Jersey golf course. Yeah, it's one of the old timers. Yeah,
I haven't had a chance to see it. Hey, Rook, you got your phone, Rook? Can you look up the Northern Trust leaderboard
this year, 2018?
And while you're doing that, I have a question for the audience here at the State Fair. Do you guys tune these two out the way the staff does when they start talking about golf? My God. Enough with the golf.
Would anybody be interested in getting a Northern Trust leaderboard?
Yeah.
Maybe we could get John Height's thoughts on, since he's now the representative here in the afternoon, about the Latin American tour.
Yeah,
that the PXG golf clubs are a big sponsor of.
That's right.
That's where John met his fourth wife on that tour.
I don't think. I'm just worried about John's future as a guitar player now that he's gotten a golf addiction. It's going to be.
Yeah, he'll start selling guitars for clubs.
That's right. Yeah. That's true.
Here we go, Rook.
Wait a minute, let me clarify. Did you ask me if I could or will I?
Would you please?
I know that I can't.
I know you can.
I know that I can't.
Just give him a direct command once.
Just
do
it.
Give him one.
Just do it. Here we go.
Be a non-Minnesotan and give him a direct command.
The Northern Trust Colombian Tour Live Leaderboard.
Nope.
2015.
Okay. No.
No, it's coming up right now.
Can I use this phone?
Yeah, no, you cannot.
I'll tell you when I'm ready.
No, not that. No, golf.
Okay. Here we go.
You're right, Royce, though. That's how people up north talk to me. You want to go fishing?
You aren't going downtown, are you?
No, listen. You want to go fishing or no? That's how it always is. Or no. They always give me the option out, and I appreciate that because I always say
no.
Well, so usually it's not the directed. Usually it's you aren't going fishing, are you?
Yeah.
You know, it's you always assume no, and then
what's with ending sentences in Minnesota with the word "so"?
Yeah,
I know,
and
right?
starting them too. Yeah,
I know, right?
Yeah. So I guess I'm gonna go to the store. So
no, I've got a guy that says, "Yep, nope, I gotta go." What?
Just for once in your life, can I get a straight scoreboard?
A waka waka. No. So your answer to that is no.
God,
not up yet. Huh?
Lovemark. Yeah, I got Lovemark is a 10 under.
Wow.
He's through 17.
Yeah.
Adam Scott, it looks like he is 8 under through 16.
What do you mean it looks like? He either is or he isn't.
Yeah.
Looks like he is. So O'Hare is 7 under.
Yeah.
Okay.
And nope. Yep. Oh yeah. Yuleen is 6 under.
Wow, they got some nondescript players at the
Hadwin
top.
6 under. Mickelson, Phil.
Yep.
Phil.
6 under. 6 under. He's done for the day.
Yeah.
Look up Eldrick Woods, will you?
I've also got a guy that puts in cotton picking everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
The cotton picking rain
don't
washed
hear
all
that
the
much
cotton
anymore.
picking grass away.
You don't hear that much anymore.
I don't have an E Woods. I've got a T Woods.
That's the one we want.
Okay. I'm still searching for him.
That's a bad sign.
So
That's really bad. So we're down to 1 under.
Anyway.
T. Woods. Done. He's at 12. He's through 12. He's 1 under for the day.
Okay.
God, he's 9 off the lead.
Yeah, well, don't be surprised.
How come you can do golf math that fast? But if you say make a 3, you'll stare into space.
Such, aren't you the one that said he's winning a major this year?
I did not say
it's
that.
already over.
Pretty sure it was
There are
you.
none.
There are none. No, I said
So you were wrong.
No, I said he will not win.
You refuse to admit you're wrong.
Here, Kenny, watch me make a 3.
Does it look like an E?
It's done in 2 parts.
Yeah, it's not that you cannot do it.
It's 1.
It's that you labor.
That's not a bad 3.
No, it's 1 fluid motion.
My hand sees it. Wow. Can't do an 8 either anymore.
He makes 2 backward C's stacked on each other.
Well, a couple of years from now when you're in the home, you can practice
I'm
like
gonna
a
practice.
son of a gun.
Right.
that's why you need that penmanship course.
That's what I want to take.
Yeah.
I want to take
3 minutes, fellas. Keep padding.
I hope you go to the home and Marjorie's in the next
Oh
room.
my goodness!
I would love that.
A lot of baked goods and meaningless chatter.
And then Pat, just down the hall, you have.
You still there?
Yeah, you guys would make great bunkmates.
Screaming obscenities at the top of his
Speaking of
lungs.
old people, I wanted to tell this story yesterday, but we didn't have time.
Oh,
I brought my dad down. I wouldn't be a good healthcare guy, just you know.
Yeah.
He had a tear in his esophagus and had to have a procedure done.
How did he tear his
Botox.
esophagus?
I don't know. He had to have some Botox put in there.
Was he sticking stuff in that hole they cut? This
He
thing?
didn't. No, he didn't have. That's Grandpa Red.
Oh.
He smoked through the hole in the throat?
He didn't smoke. He had quit by then. But
Steve, don't get all those weeds over there. I'll take care of that.
So anyway.
he gets knocked out.
Yep.
And they bring him in. They say, okay, he's done. He's starting to wake up. And he's giving me the, who the hell are you look.
Yeah.
And he opens his eyes and he closes his eyes. And this is where I'd be a bad healthcare guy. I kind of went in front of his face and said, Dad, you have to keep your eyes open. And he looked at me very nervously and said, why? I said, the clowns are coming to play.
He's the guy that hates clowns?
Well, he doesn't like clowns.
But he's stoned out of his mind at this point.
I really got his attention by saying, the clowns are coming to play.
So, you'll be a healthcare assistant who taunted the people you were
My
helping.
theory is
Taunting his own father.
My theory is he's going to wake up quicker if I do that, right?
That's right.
I get to get the hell out of there.
That's
and not
right.
sit at United.
Well, this is revenge for all those years ago when the old man was screaming at him to quit blinking.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, because I had that tick.
Matthew, do your mom and dad refer to Garage Logic and Sports Talk as your little show? Do they do that? That's what my parents. My
little
mom
show?
asked me. So what's happening with your show, honey? I said, well, Mom, it's Joe's failure, not mine. and I haven't been on it in years.
Who's the lead singer for the Canadian group?
Geddy Lee?
Geddy Lee tells a funny story that you're reminding me of. Jewish kid from Canada.
Yeah.
His mother never knew what he did for a living. she never could understand the concept that he actually was making a living
Playing a bass and singing,
but she then saw them on TV, and she said, "Oh, I get it. You're in show business."
Oh, I like your orchestra,
Yeah,
honey.
that's exactly what she said. Oh, I get it. You're in an orchestra.
that's like Johnny Van Zant in the Leonard Skinner documentary saying their dad was always a big booster, but Mom would say, when are those two boys going to get a job?
That's a nice sounding guitar.
Sure is.
Johnny Height, what's the theory that distinguishes a hollow body from a not hollow body guitar?
I'll take it from
Well-
here, John.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I have no
A
idea.
hollow body. This is a solid body
Right.
because the wood goes all the way through.
Right.
Hollow. This is not a complete and total hollow body, but the top part is hollow.
Right. And the
Because
theory
there's
being
air-
what?
It has an airier sound. The guitars usually that are associated with being semi-hollow body are Gibson 335s, Gibson 347s. Those are B.B. King style.
Big, thicker.
Why don't you strike a chord and then have Dylan strike the same chord on the solid body?
All right, here's we'll play an E ninth on this one, okay?
All right, now a solid body.
Can't hear it.
I like that one better.
This one.
I like the sound of that one better.
My whole theory was I love Strats. Strats are my favorite guitars ever. Because I love that kind of pingy sound.
Yeah.
But I love 335s because they have sustain and they sound warm.
This one?
No, the different guitar completely. The reason for that is the hollow bodiness of it.
Yep.
They've never made a Strat that's a hollow body until this one.
Right.
This is an Eric Johnson model.
Yep.
Just came out 4 or 5 months ago.
He's that noodler,
Is it
right?
really worth
He's a noodler.
$25,000? Is that what you paid?
No, Joe.
Oh.
I think you misunderstood.
Well, staying on those same lines, John, you always talk about how Squier Strats, the kind of what we call the budget Strats, are pretty good guitars.
They're not bad guitars. Replace some of the equipment on them.
But I've noticed you don't have one.
Well,
you have a real Fender.
Yeah.
Well, Squiers are real Fenders also, Kenny.
Uh-huh.
I have a I'm not in the industry, but I know how to play.
Yes.
What does an E ninth to the left air nipple sound like?
Well,
Something like that?
That's a ponderous
Something
question.
like that?
It really is.
It really?
So the same could be said when Kenny and I stand next to each other. I have a solid body, and Kenny has a hollow body. Same thing. Thank you.
Okay.
Now we're finally getting a live rim shot after all
There
these
you
years.
go.
Right. Took us how many years?
It took that long.
Do that chord where it's
Me?
You did it at the
Me?
end. Huh?
Me?
Rookie.
You want me to do it?
You.
Yeah,
You did it at the end of the fair 2 years ago. No, it was.
Remember that song that you played?
Remember?
It was like 2014, I think. It was really neat. Like everybody laughed.
I said hi to you from
What
the crowd.
Right,
did
I
it
was
sound
pointing
like?
Well,
at it.
I'll know it when I hear it.
It had like a drum and then like some guitar.
You know,
That one?
It was. Oh shoot!
What song was
Oh,
it?
it's on my other phone.
It's like
You got done doing the duck walk, Chuck
Okay.
Berry thing, and you were taking it out. You were bringing it
Okay.
to a close. And
it was
So the end of that would be.
Rook. Chuck Berry, Rook. Chuck Berry.
Nah, that wasn't.
It was probably a
Wait
probably
a
a
minute.
mistake, Joe.
That wasn't.
Play Earth
Yeah.
Angel. Maybe that will Chuck Berry. Is that? Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, see? Earth Angel, Earth Angel.
No, this is your cousin Marvin.
Yeah, Marvin Berry was the guy that. Marvin Berry was the guy that played Earth
These
Angel.
guys don't get that reference.
You want me to do a little news while you're getting undressed?
Yeah,
Sure, well, I'm getting
How about
undressed
give me a
here.
little blues riff in B and watch me for the changes and try to keep up, okay?
Again, these guys don't get that
I love it
reference.
every time.
It's Back to the Future, fellas.
I know.
It really is right now. Feels like it.
Joe, give us some news.
Twins beat the A's 6-3 last night. Weather permitting, it'll be the same two teams tonight at Target Field.
Slow down.
Odorizzi
Slow down.
pitches for the Twins.
There you
Sean
go.
Mania for the A's. Bobby Wilson to the DL and
Yeah.
Astrodillo.
Astadio is up. Yeah.
The transfer, Patrick, of two of the largest human beings to ever put on a baseball
Yeah, that's
uniform.
right. Two guys who are proudly out of shape. It's fantastic.
Patrick, we forgot to tell Such his weed connection got kicked off the ball team.
Taylor Motter.
Yeah.
Taylor Motter, we let him go out of AAA. We released him.
Released.
But Astadio, Joe, is a guy you like because he never strikes out
Yep.
or walks.
Okay.
He
just
goes up there
and hacking, man. He's got, career-wise, he averages one strikeout every 50 at-bats and one walk every 100 at-bats.
All right.
He takes a healthy cut.
And he signed as a shortstop at 165, and now he weighs 100 more than that. I like that, too.
The Vikings' third preseason game tonight. They'll play Seattle at U.S. Bank Stadium. Big boxing matches tonight. Two of the best boxers Minnesota's produced in a while will fight on home soil at the Minneapolis Armory.
You going to get a column out of that, Patrick?
I am covering it for the Star Trombone. Yes, I am.
What are we expecting, Pat, for a crowd?
Well, last time they had their card, the first one was Blizzard night, so they had about 3,500. They hope to get 5,000. I don't know.
blizzard night is in the confection?
No, April 14th.
Oh, it was during the storm.
But it was the storm.
Yeah.
It's DQ Blizzard Night at the Armory. Let's fight about it. I like Cherry.
The great thing about the new Joe, this Armory has been redone magnificently.
Yep.
But for a boxing crowd, honest to God, the bars on each side are from here to that hot dog stand.
Yeah.
The bars are.
That's convenient.
No waiting for alcohol. That
Did you
should
ever
be
ask?
there.
Did you ever ask your wrestling guy about Billy Corgan?
Yeah, he didn't know what the hell you were talking about.
Yeah, when you were talking about it on stage, I asked him back there because he asked me, and I explained
He's
it.
strictly an AWA guy. You know, he's not a modern wrestling guy.
This boxing tonight, there's 13 bouts.
Yes, but they're starting at 4:30.
5:30. I got 5:30.
Well, they
Patrick's
better-
covering it.
unless
They
you're in
better
New York.
start earlier than that.
That could get tedious.
We are here. It's 3 in the morning.
I'm glad I did an early column.
Yeah.
Let's take a vote. Ring the bell. End it.
Knockouts. We want knockouts.
We want
Take a fall, fella. Do it for the good of all of us.
News notes from today. The man who gunned down John Lennon nearly 4 decades ago has been denied parole again. This
Oh, come on.
The
Let the
10th
poor psycho out.
Jesus. What?
Let a guy.
Poor psycho out.
Yeah, I mean, he
Take a vote for old boy.
had a bad day.
Next, are you going to say Lennon was the most insignificant Beatle?
No.
You wouldn't say that to
No,
John
I
Space.
wouldn't say that.
No.
McCartney's my favorite.
Oh, okay, goody. That's great.
It's not the same when you can insult the Beatles here at the fair in front of John, is it, Kenny?
No, it's not.
I ripped the most insignificant Beatle on Twitter a couple of weeks ago.
I saw that.
Yes, you did.
Ringo.
I saw that.
Ringo, when he pointed out 56 years ago he got hired, and then he had like 7 emojis.
Yeah.
You're Ringo. You don't need emojis. We know you're happy. We sure as hell don't need 7 of them.
Well, with a net worth of about 370 mil,
He can have all the emojis he wants.
The 63-year-old
Hell,
Chapman.
he's 84, isn't he?
Come on.
He's 76, I think, or 7.
I thought he was 64.
No.
Will you still need me?
Okay, that segment's next.
Yep.
There's Song and Dance Man.
Chapman serving a life sentence at the age of 63.
How did this happen this long?
I don't know.
How did this happen?
Are you guys
this
still
long?
entertained out there? Are you still entertained?
No.
Despite our
They're all sitting out there saying, now we understand.
One more fair.
We get it. We get
See,
it.
that chant of one more fair was far from unanimous. There's about 4 people who joined.
Just end it. Just end it.
Yes.
Kenny, you got glasses on.
Yeah.
My glasses are too close to my eyes.
Yeah, same here.
And they're steaming up.
Yeah, this
You got a
is
minute.
no good.
I'm going to use a napkin.
T-Mobile, if you have T-Mobile,
Yes.
they've had a cyber security team for them has discovered a data breach.
Oh, well, that's great.
The Russians.
Company said
Wait a minute. What?
the breach was discovered on Monday of this week. Unauthorized access was shut down. No financial information or socials were obtained in the breach. However, your personal information like names, phone numbers, email addresses, and account numbers may have been exposed.
They already got them. I get 15 calls a day on my cell phone for various crap.
Speaking of that, Kenny,
Did they-
backstage,
What?
he got what he thought was a scammer calling
don't
him,
say this.
and he yelled into his phone, not an obscenity, but close
Remember
to an obscenity.
remember when I was
Yes.
yelling into
Was
that
it the
phone?
bride?
No.
I thought it was a solicitor. Turned out to be my boss.
Oh,
Yeah. And I yelled some really...
on the other station?
No, right back here. You were sitting right next to me, and I said...
Yeah, I saw that,
bleep
but who
off.
were you yelling at?
My boss.
Which boss?
Yeah, it's one of them.
The big boss?
One of them.
Okay.
Male or female?
Female.
That's
It's been really nice working
That's how
with
you should
Kenny.
always.
See you later, Kenny.
That's why you should always start with "What's your problem?"
and work up from there.
Yes, right.
It's break time already.
Oh, look at that. Yeah.
Usually it's what the hell do you want?
the John Height News Experience. Live bumpers, a Friday tradition at the State Fair for many, many years. Kurt, Dylan, Joe, and John, the John Height News Experience. I am now calling for the rain to be letting up again shortly.
Oh, you can tell just by the sky. Looks like it's lightning a little.
Yep, and you've got Hondo the Magician, who has promised to make the rain go away.
That's right.
You were worried about how do you do magic on the radio.
Yes.
That's nothing. We once had a mime
Yeah,
on the radio.
that's right. That's
Michael the Mime. Michael the
tough.
Mime came on, and he's no longer with us, unfortunately.
Really? What happened to him?
He
Well, he
did a
passed
disappearing
on.
act.
Yeah, he really disappeared.
But he was
Did
a
he
good
give it
guy.
this one too?
Yeah, I had to do the play-by-play of the mime.
You know what? We tried to get him to talk, but
Well,
damn
he can't.
damn if he was in this clear box that he could not get out of it.
Oh, he did the old box trick.
Oh, yeah, he was
Okay.
fantastic.
You know.
He was fantastic.
Try to pull a rabbit
Speaking
out
of
of a hat.
Box, is Box the Clown making an appearance this year?
You know what? Some of Box's people, there's some type. I don't know what it is, but something has happened to Box. I don't know if it's good or bad.
Incarceration.
Well, maybe that's what it is. It could be jail. I don't
Isn't
know.
he booked for next week?
His people are. They said Box won't be there.
All right.
His people are going to be here for some type of development about Box the Clown.
Oh my!
Okay.
Would John Height News Experience like to do another song for us?
Sure, we'll do a song.
All right.
Let's do a full song.
We're going to do a full one.
All right.
I like full songs.
All right.
We're going to do a golden oldie, though, because we've done this one out here before.
Yep.
But everybody loves it.
Yep.
It's the old Georgia Satellite song.
Oh,
Keep your
boy.
hands to
Keep your
yourself.
hands to yourself.
Should
yes.
Bobby, should I sing into this one,
Yeah,
or
you
does it
probably
matter?
want to. You probably want.
Well, we're even
Chip?
going to get him to sing. This is
Yeah,
gonna
you're
be
good,
big.
Johnny. You're
This
good
is
on
gonna
that
be
one.
Sing into
big.
this
Yeah.
one? All right.
You'd rather hear this in the news anyway, wouldn't you?
I would.
Yeah, so would I. That rain will go away. It's not raining.
Okay, here we go. I got a little change in my pocket, going ching-a-lang-a-lang. Want to call you on the telephone, or to give you a ring. But each time I try, I get the same old thing. I get no hug and no kiss until you make me a wife. My honey, my baby, don't put my love upon no shelf. She said, don't hand me no lines and keep your hands to yourself. I said, now, baby, 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 why you want to treat me this way? I'm still your lover, boy. I still feel the same way. She told me the story about free milk and a cow and said, no hugging, no kissing, gotta get a wedding vow. My honey, my baby, don't put my love upon no shelf. She said, don't hand me no lines and keep your hands to yourself. Oh, take one more, huh? Go one more. Dylan Hayes, see, I want her real bad. Was about to give in. She talked about true love. She talked about sin, and I said, honey, I'll stay with you the rest of my life. She said, no hugging, no kissing until you make me your wife. My honey, my baby, don't put my love upon no shelf. She said, don't hand me no lies and keep your hands to yourself.
Hey, watch yourself. The John Haidt News Experience will be back in just a moment.
The Sands is proud to present a wonderful new show, A Man and His Music. The music of Count Basie and his great band.
You know, normally we play Frank at the end of Garage Logic. We missed it today. Well, we didn't miss it because we wanted Johnny Haidt and the crew to play a bump at the end of Garage Logic. So we'll finish off Sports Talk here live at the Minnesota State Fair with a little Frank to celebrate the Scramble here on a Friday afternoon. And let's also make mention that the Center of the American Experiment is our 2018 State Fair daily sponsor for this Friday, August 24th. And now, here is Joe and Pat with the last couple of minutes of Sports Talk. Take it away, fellas.
How did all these people get in my room?
Patrick.
Yeah, I'm here. Somebody else is off signing. I'm here. Hondo the Magician will try to pull off the very difficult task of performing magic on the radio.
Wow.
In front of a wet, drenched audience. It's going to be quite a feat if Hondo can pull this off.
So everybody check your ears for coins right now.
Yes,
everybody
right,
check your ears for coins.
Make sure he hasn't put one in your ear and then walked away when you weren't looking. Those things can happen, yes. And, of course, you and Hondo, another Cretin graduate, right?
Hondo was my math teacher. Was it freshman year, I think?
Really?
He taught the special kids, yeah. Hondo was he was a very fun math teacher.
You're one of the few, no matter how rudimentary your math skills are, though, you can say that on the Joe and Rookie tandem, you're better at math.
Yes, I can truly say that.
Okay.
And nobody ever ran down the hallway saying, "See you later, Hondo."
Did Hondo do tricks for you guys in class?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
He was a good motivator because he made it fun. If you didn't understand it, he'd say, "You're never going to get it. Let me show you this thumb."
Maybe that was my problem. I just had people that didn't make it fun.
That's it.
Maybe if I had a guy who did a trick or two, I would have gotten into it.
True. They had a pretty good crew, a math crew at Cretin. Cody, who knew everything.
Yeah.
He taught the smart kids too, and a Hondo, and boy, we had a whole Redpath. Was Redpath that John Redpath was? We had a really good crew, and
I was very good in math, and then they started drawing lines. When it got to the point where you're drawing lines and angles, I was
geometry.
I was out of luck.
That's
You
called
can't even
geometry.
say it.
I know.
You can't even say it. He was so poor at it.
Where you draw the line.
You start doing that? No.
Show me the 90-degree angle.
Let's go back to adding and subtracting and multiplying and dividing. I'll be fine.
Now I'm not liking the sky.
No, you've changed your forecast, huh?
Yeah. I had her working pretty good between 1 and 3.
Mm-hmm. Well,
At least that'll make that commute home for people pretty good then. All that rain.
had a soaking wet shirt when I got here, and then I spilled mustard on it, so I'm now the proud owner of a T-shirt of 1500
He's wearing
ESPN.
layers now.
Yes, I'm wearing layers.
1500 ESPN is KSTP, St. Paul, Minneapolis. The Ride with Royce is coming up next. Stay tuned. See you Monday at the fair.
To be your best every day, you need proven quality sleep every night. Science proves your best sleep is vital to your mental, emotional, and physical health. And that's where the Sleep Number bed comes in. And let me tell you, ever since I've had it, my sleep IQ score is just going higher and higher. And did you know 8 out of 10 couples say that one of them sleeps too hot or too cold? Science tells us regulating your sleep temperature leads to higher quality sleep. For many couples, temperature struggles are a real challenge. So here are some tips to help you both sleep just right. Look for beds designed with temperature benefits such as the new Sleep Number Climate 360 Smart Bed that actively warms and cools each side so you both sleep blissfully comfortable. And now save 40% on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed. Plus, special financing for a limited time. Only at Sleep Number stores or sleepnumber.com/podcast1. Sleep Number, the official sleep and wellness partner of the National Football League. Subject to credit approval, minimum monthly payments required. See sleepnumber.com for details.